welcome to another exciting episode of Inhlanzi Xtreme. In this episode, we'll be showing our exciting trip that we had to the Durban Ski Boat Festival Cuda competition this year, 2017, as well as a few tips and tricks to catch barracuda. The Durban Ski Boat Festival has been one of the longest running comps on the KZN coast, and this year was dedicated to John Roan himself, who passed away unfortunately, and he was a member at the DBSC for 34 years. Durban has always been close to my heart. As I was born there, I love the way it has developed over its time. We were lucky to get some awesome aerial drone footage from Greg Cammond to show off the beauty of the KZN coastline. As usual, the Friday night's festivities were great, with Mike Kritzinger giving his usual awesome humour to the night and increasing the excitement for the following two-day competition ahead. So day number one started off with the usual hustle and bustle of boats, getting pushed, pulled or trailered into the water, and you could feel excitement in the air. We had a few issues with our GPS on our fish finder, but luckily we fished Durban a few times to know exactly where the reefs were.
Scooter bait.
We got our bait fish and headed out to the north to try our luck that side. The wind was blowing northeasterly for a few days prior to the comp, which made the water pretty dirty, so we were hassled by many hammerheads throughout the day. The hammerheads we saw on the bite, the one Jaco caught, we pulled closer to the boat to cut the trace wire, and I had to wrestle with him a little bit because he actually had two other traces stuck inside his mouth, which I obviously didn't want to get my hand caught into the array of circle or jays or treble hooks that he had there. Trawling on our way back towards DBSC to the end of the day, in between Blue Lagoon River and Mozambique Stadium, we hooked up on a very nice cuda. Not the winning one, but around 15 plus kgs, which decided to snap us off with his massive head shakes as he did his signature launch out of the water. The trace wire that we used did not even stand a chance, as those that know all those gnashes that the barracuda actually has. Obviously, we weren't happy, but that's fishing for you, it's not catching. We then called it a day and retired to our lovely guest house on Anstey's Beach and proceeded with a small bra, and we put our heads together to change our game plan for the following day's competition. So the next morning we were back at the DBSC at crackers in the morning to get the boat ready for the launch. We were able to get the GPS and the fish finder working and headed out to get some bait fish. Day 2 had its fair shares of issues with a big lack of bait fish around. We decided to shoot out to containers to get bait fish there, and it was on like a scone. Within minutes we had loaded the live bait well with mackerel, bonnies, mozzies, and went full steam out to number 1 reef to go find that elusive lone cooter that could be the winner. We tried our luck at drifting live bait firstly, which was not a winner, so we decided to trawl all around number 1 and then trawled out to a red buoy between number 1 and Fontaine Wreck. As we got there were bait fish everywhere and a sudden smash on the water. Jaco took his live bait and casted it right onto the bait ball smash, and not even 2 winds and he was on. A quick little battle around the boat, and as we saw the color we realized it was a decent sized bonito. I threw a popper out there for a little while with no luck, but Jaco decided then to put a live bait down with a small little downrigger, and then all of a sudden he had a lovely pull and it went absolutely quiet. We carried on trawling down to Fontaine Wreck again and around back towards DBSC. I then had the hassle of pulling in another hammerhead, and we decided to call it a day as the swell started getting very hectic.
Yamaha control, this is Yamaha 68, permission to beach on the north side.
68. Coming over the north side.
Copy that.
So we'd just like to thank the guys at Angling Times for sponsoring this year at the DBSC Festival. Please guys, have a look at the Angling Times SA issue 68 to read more about Inhlanzi Xtreme, and hope to see everybody there next year at the DBSC Festival.
Shut up and sit down.